Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Goddess here. If you know an Aquarius, this is who we're talking about right now. The Aquarians, this may or may not resonate with you depending on your birth chart, guys. So, always try and get a look at your birth chart because there are other things that factor into the whole scenario of any sun sign actually. So many different things that could, you know, make those things different. So like I said, if it resonates, that's great. If not, take what you can and check out your birth chart. Maybe you'll find out some other things to help you. So a lot of people think that Aquarius are water signs, but they are not. They are air, fixed air, and it's also a masculine sign. So with that being there, the Aquarius, especially the women, they may react to certain things in a dominant way or a masculine way. That's not to take anything away from them at all. It's just saying that they're not as they're not pushovers, that's for sure. They're going to deal with things in a masculine way, as a man would, so to speak. So, let's see. I know, listen, I know quite a few Aquarians, and they differ so much. Like, you can tell one of them has like, well, neither one of them really have too much fire in their chart. But anyway, let me just say this. For starters, they're open-minded, okay? I don't want to say that they're down for anything. They probably are, but I don't want to say it like that, okay? I just want to say that they are really open to suggestions. They're open to new ideas because the reason being is because they don't like to be bored, because they're so intellectual. They're very good communicators. And as a matter of fact, you have to be a good communicator as well when dealing with them. And depending on what side they're showing you, whether you're leaning more towards the negative or the positive, you have to be able to determine what you're dealing with them if you're going to have successful relationship with them. And when I say relationship, I don't necessarily mean in a romantic sense. Doesn't have to be in a romantic sense, guys. It could be, sister, brother, cousin, whatever, relative like that. You still have to know what you are dealing with when you are dealing with them. They don't mind getting things started, okay? They don't mind because they, like I said, they have this thing about boredom that sometimes causes them to involve themselves in things that maybe they shouldn't, maybe they shouldn't. But they're really friendly, okay? Generally, they are. I mean, even if they're a low-down, dirty dog, okay? They're generally friendly, which is what will draw you in to them. They're gonna show you kindness. You know what I mean? And they love to do things for people, like whatever it is. They're humanitarians, basically, and very friendly people. Okay, so that's what's going to be the draw. Now later on, if it just so happens that whatever, things don't go so well, or you happen to get on bad side of the Aquarius or whatever, they can do some things to you that maybe nobody in the world ever thought of. All right, because they're a little bit, I don't like to call people crazy. They're not crazy. Um, they think outside of the box most times. Like I said, because they are intellectual people and they do a lot of thinking and communicating, and they also they're like they're mostly going to give you the truth. Okay, they may not want to hurt your feelings, but the way they see it is, we're going to end up right back, in this position if I don't tell you, communicate with you the truth. Okay. So sure, they can tell a lie, but they prefer to tell you the truth. Now, if you're showing them that they can't tell you the truth because, how you're going to react may be volatile or whatever, then they may hesitate and that may push them away from you. Okay, because they really want to be in a position where they can tell the truth regardless to regardless to whatever the circumstances are. They have compassion, but generally their compassion and their care, their loving care, is only geared towards the people who they already have in their lives. And they will care for them very, very deeply. As far as somebody new, they'll be friendly with you, but they won't give you that deep compassion that they have. Let's see here. What else can I say about that, Aquarius? They can flip on you. Oh boy, I'm telling you. Listen, if they decide that they're going to flip on you, get rid of you, whatever, or that you're not, special to them in any type of way, they can actually put you in harm's way. Okay? I'm sorry, Aquarius, but you guys don't give a damn. When you feel, when somebody takes you there, I'll just say when somebody takes you there, because, it'll be different for different people, for different Aquarius. So you don't mind. I mean, I've known Aquariuses to make decisions and end up in jail. Okay, end up being arrested, end up having, people hurt. But again, most Aquariuses aren't like that. Okay, they are free spirited and they don't like to be bored. Yes, but that doesn't make them, evil or bad in any type of way. It's just, you have to communicate with these people. Okay, you really do. You have to communicate with them, and you have to be certain that they understand where you are coming from, because if they don't, you're going to leave them to go inside of their own head, and that's no good. That's no good for anybody, really, because what ends up happening is the person generally isn't working with all of the facts when they have to go inside of their head without properly communicating. Okay, so when they do go inside their head, they're going inside their head with limited information. Okay, and so with limited information, they're going to draw wrong conclusions to certain things, and it's going to cause them to act a certain way. Now, they aren't very emotional. Okay, they don't really. They can be really detached and seem almost cold when dealing with people. They can show you their care and devotion and all of these different things for you, but they're going to be detached, and you'll probably walk away feeling like they don't care about me for real. Like they really, if they cared, they wouldn't have just walked away so easily. That's not true. That's not true at all. They can care very deeply. They just care at a level that they can tolerate. Okay. So they don't let, or they generally don't let themselves get involved in a way that could possibly hurt them down the road. Hang on a second. Sorry, guys. That's fine. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Yeah. So they're just guarded in that sense. So if you got yourself an Aquarius, just know that they require a lot of space. You have to give them their space. They need room, to like breathe and everything. They need space and room. Let's see, because they're outgoing. Okay, I think I said that already. They are really outgoing. Aquarius, it's not a whole lot to them. Like I said, they're a little eccentric, maybe. Okay, and creative. A lot of them are very creative. You'd be surprised, like interior decorators. Okay, a lot of Aquarius have the ability, they could come in and see an empty building, okay, an empty apartment, and just envision it, and then you'll later see, if you leave and come back, give them some time, and they'll have the whole thing laid out like a palace. Okay, that's their mind, and it'll be in a way that, not something simple, not something that anybody could have came and said, okay, I'll sit a chair here, no, it'll be decorated in a way you'd be like, oh my God, how did you, like that. That's how they think. They just think really, different. Okay, they think really different, but they are, like I said, very friendly, generally. But that's when they're in their positive. In their negative, like I said, you might want to be a little bit careful, because they can go like seriously extreme on you. And because they're so detached, they could do it and not think twice about what happened to you, because they'll figure you just caused it yourself. You did that to yourself by what you did. So the best thing you can do with your Aquarius is communicate with them, because they are they're smart, but you can't come with limited intellect, okay, and expect to really vibe with an Aquarius, because they're too smart. Okay, very, very intelligent, and yeah, free spirited, and you got to keep it exciting for them, or they'll make some excitement happen. And you might not like the excitement that they make happen, but they're gonna make some excitement happen. So yeah, but that's pretty much it for the Aquarius. Just give them some space, man, and just you don't have to love them too hard either. Seriously, because you're not going to get back, well, you'll have it, but you won't be able to recognize it. So it's the same thing kind of as not having it, if you can't feel it or you can't recognize it. All right. And they will, if they get in a relationship, they will blow up the spotlight. They're going to let everybody know that they're in a relationship with you. And if you have a problem with that, they're going to have a problem with you. Okay? So, you really just don't want to play games with these guys. If you're in it, be in it seriously. Or if you're not, going to be in it, at least let them know where you are, so that they won't fault you for it later on. But yeah, the Aquarius, like I said, I know quite a few. And yeah, I'll just leave that like that. But if you can tolerate, the spontaneity, and things like, because they don't like a lot of details too. Before I let you guys go, they don't like a lot. They don't like the like Virgo. We like detail. We're detail oriented, and we don't mind going through the, you know, the minutiae of it all. But Aquarians, they don't want all of the detail of that. They want the fact of it, but they don't want to them it's boring to have to go through all of that detail, this and no, so let's just skip all over all of that and let's get to the actual factuals. Okay, so that's Aquarius. But then, you know, when you do that like that, you leave room for mistakes and accidents and all of those other things that's going to tick off that Aquarius. Okay, but if they love you, you know what I mean. I've seen them love really hard, and I've also seen them hurt deeply, because they loved so hard, and then ultimately they become guarded, as most people would. So yeah, that's your Aquarius right there. If you have any questions, guys, or if I forgot anything, it wasn't a whole lot to say about Aquarius. Like I said, they aren't really too out there, and they're just kind of like regular folk, you know. But if you have any questions or if anything that I missed that you may want to know, just go ahead and comment down below. I'll check it out. I'll respond to you. Remember, if you like this video, or if you know an Aquarius or someone who loves an Aquarius, remember to hit subscribe, and you know, await the next video, guys. Okay, take care, peace, love, and light always from your girl, Star the Goddess.